Hey dollies, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about how to become a model in China in 2022, some tips and tricks, do's and don'ts, and how I got started. I recently started my modeling career in China. It's been about 3 months, but let me tell you, already it's booming, guys. It's definitely booming. So I've had a few questions. I've had a couple of girls ask me, I want to be a model. I don't know how to get started. Where do I go? How do you model for Shane? Well, Shein. People call it Shein, but forgive me, I'll be calling it Shane for the rest of the video because that's what for me, Shane sounds nicer than Shein. Right. So yeah, they've been asking me how I got started, how I'm modeling for them. So I decided to make a video and hopefully help out a few girls who would like to be models and pursue their modeling careers in China. Let me tell you, girl, the market is there. Like, definitely the market is there. I mean, there's room for everyone. Like, the opportunities are there. Let me say that the opportunities are there. And right now China is booming with black models. Like, they've got this whole new BBL thing and they're looking for black models, and it's just crazy. So don't think it's too late, or everyone has a shot. You don't need to be the typical model, like tall, skinny, and no. Lately they want plus size models. There's a huge demand for plus size models, and generally different types of models. Like, China, guys, it's doing the things. Let me say that it's definitely doing the things, and I love it. I love it for me, I love it for you, and I love it for China. So if you want to get started, here's what you need to know to become a model in China. I've written a few stuff down here so that I don't forget. And yeah, this is from Chris Miller. If you're in China and you want your skin to be on glow and your money on grow, definitely get you some Chris Miller Skin Cosmetics. Yeah, so let me get started. So how to become a model in China. First of all, there are two options to becoming a model here in China. Either you can be a freelancer, meaning you do your own thing, you book your own jobs, like you are basically like your own manager. That's the first option. You are a freelancer, or you can sign with an agent. So personally, I'm signed with an agent and it's made my life so much easier. Other people would argue that being a freelancer is better than signing with an agent, because when you're a freelancer, you negotiate your own prices and you work with your own schedule, and you can even take as many jobs as you possibly can. If you are really in demand and you push yourself that much, then you can have as many jobs as you want. But personally, I feel like signing with an agent is the best option, maybe for me, and I would recommend it for anyone else. But actually, the choice is absolutely yours. I'm signed with an agent, and how did this agent actually reach out to me? Funny story. Actually, I was signed with 2 agents, right? So let me tell you guys a story, because in this 3 months, I've been through the most. So I first signed with an agent called Felicity agent. Please do not sign with this agent. Do not ever sign with this agent, because there's this other girl, she's also a YouTuber, Anna, I forgot Anna who, but she was also signed with this agent, and she was having the same problems that I did. Like, I was signed with them for a couple of months. They never booked me. They never got me any jobs. You know what I mean? I mean, the contract was great. So I signed with them first, and they were offering a good deal. So I signed with them. But in the time that I've signed with them, I think I was signed with them for like 2 months. And in those 2 months, I never got booked. And they would tell me like, okay, raise my hopes, and then disappear. And it was just a mess, right? And how did Felicity get a hold of me? They actually found me on Instagram. So they found me on Instagram and sent me a DM, and they were like, hey, we are an agent based in, I forgot even where they're based, I think in Shenzhen. And yeah, we would like to sign you as a model. So I was so excited. I was like, yes, this is it. I signed with them. And then Right, fast forward, I was never booked. And then I think a month later, another agent reached out to me, and they reached out to me actually on WeChat channel. So I always post like my pictures, like style clothing on my WeChat channel. So they found me on WeChat channel, and they also sent me a message, and we were like, hey, and they were like, hey, we are an agent based in Guangzhou, and we are interested in working with you and stuff like that. So fine. Then they added me on WeChat, and then we started talking, and then they asked a few questions. They asked me to send them my pictures, and they were quite impressed with my pictures, because I did actually take a lot of like pictures, like with photographers, not just with my phone, but with photographers. So I do have like a mini portfolio of my pictures. So they were quite impressed with my work. And first of all, they were based in Guangzhou. I'm based in Beijing. So they're like, that's great. We love your work. We love your face. We would love for you to be a part of our agent and sign a contract with us. And we would like to bring you to Guangzhou so that you can build an even better portfolio, a more professional portfolio, and do a bit of costing and things like that. So that was great. That's one thing that they do. They booked my flight, they paid for my hotel. Like it was an amazing opportunity. Like it felt unreal actually, when they're like, yeah, when you are with us, we pay for your flight tickets, we pay for your hotel and for food when you actually have a job. So wow, fast forward, okay, I think I spoke to them guys on a Wednesday. That Friday they booked me. They were like, okay, send us your passport. That Friday they booked me a flight from Beijing to Guangzhou, and I left Friday evening after work. I arrived in Guangzhou at like midnight, and yeah, they had sent a taxi for me to take me to the airport, and from the airport, okay, it was after midnight, so I requested my own cab to go to the hotel, which was also paid for. And then in the morning they sent me the address to come to their office. So I went to their office in the morning, and when I got there, they do makeup. They have a professional makeup artist, but you do need to bring your hair. So get as many wigs as you want, because the more versatile looks you have, the more jobs you could get. So yes, they told me to bring all my wigs, and they could choose which one they like. So I got there in the morning, they did my makeup, and then they chose the wig that they thought would be best. And then I did a few shots, a few outfits. They gave me the outfits, of course, and they had a whole studio and a photographer and everything like that. So I took some pictures for my model card, and they had already made up a model card using my pictures that I took a while back, which was also cute but not as professional. So it was just like my random pictures. They made a modeling card for me. So on that day when I got to their office, we did a modeling card, and then I think around 12 I had lunch, and then they told me that I need to go for casting. Right, cool. So we went for casting, and to my surprise, the first casting that I did was at Shein. I'll say Shein. The first casting I did was at Shein. Guys, I was surprised at how huge that place was. Like, it's huge. And there are many departments, of course, for Shein, but I went to like the studio department where they take the pictures, and the studio is huge. I was a little bit overwhelmed because like the whole model is here, you know, you are passing through, going to your own little spot, and you're seeing all these models, so many people, cameras, action. Guys, it was a lot. It was very overwhelming, but I was pretty excited. I was like, wow, this is happening. Like, if you know me, you know that I've always wanted to be a model, and that's why hence I started my own boutique called Bontique, and I'm wearing a dress actually from my store so that I could become my own model, because I was always told that my hips are too big or too wide for me to be a model. And here in China, girl, best believe it, that's why they like me. They like me for my body and for my face, of course, though they sometimes enhance, especially like at Shein. When I went there, they made me wear, I wore, what do you call it back home? Oh, I forgot the name, but like padded panties to add more hips, because now they are all about this BBL thing. So yeah, I got there at Shein, and okay, they said I should wear, like, try three different types of clothing and take some pictures. So I did, and I was a little bit nervous myself. So the photographer kept directing me a lot, like, oh, do this, your shoulders too up, you're too tense, open your eyes, this and this and that. But overall, I think I did a great job. So I finished there maybe after like an hour and a half. I was done. I did 3 different outfits. That was my casting at Shein, and then I left. And then when we left, we went to another company called Lovely Wholesale. So we went to Lovely Wholesale. I also did another casting there, and they were like really impressed, like, and they were making me wear jumpsuit, which are my favorite, and everything that I wore from them like fits me like a glove. So they were really impressed with me, and we did that. So I went to 2 castings on that day, and on my way back to the office, I received feedback from both companies that they were impressed with me. They would love to work with me moving forward. I think you can't work for these. You can maybe as a freelancer, but I'm not sure how you can get in. But I got in, like, I got to work with Shein through my agent. So they're the ones who organize the casting for me and the jobs for me at Shein. So that's how it works. So yeah. And yeah, that day was just a lovely day. It felt surreal, and I was just so overwhelmed, but I was glad that this is the time and it's finally happening. So yeah, those are the things. And the next thing that I would say that many girls are like, hey, but I'm based in Wuhan, or I'm based in Shanghai. Like, how does it work? Like I said, it doesn't matter where you are in China. Like, they will fly you to Guangzhou or where you need to be. So I think my company, like my agent, most of their clients are based in Guangzhou. So most of the jobs that I do are in Guangzhou. Like literally for the past 2.5 months, I've been flying to Guangzhou every weekend for shoots, which is absolutely amazing. And everything, like I said, is paid for by the agent or by their client. I don't know how it works, but yeah, they deal with that. So that's why I'm saying, like, signing with an agent makes life easier, because they negotiate the prices and they take care of everything. And then whenever you just need to show up, which is great. So flight, hotel, and food during shoots are paid for. And the salary can range anything from 400 an hour to 1,200 an hour. So it depends if you are a new model and how much experience you have. And also it depends on what you're shooting, whether you are shooting regular clothes, swimsuits, lingerie, or also if you are outdoor. So the prices range on different occasions. So those are the things. And then when you go for the shooting, right, they will tell you what time you need to be there. And yeah, so the time only starts, like everything, you are paid by an hour. So you need to time everything. You also need to use your phone to time everything. For example, the time only starts when you start doing your makeup. So that's when you can put the timer, when you start doing your makeup. And then also you need to switch off the time when you are having lunch, or if you need to be between locations, you need to switch off the timer. And when you're having lunch or between locations, sometimes even when I go to the bathroom, they tell me to switch off the timer. Like, time is money, guys. Like, time is money. So yeah, so lunch included. Yeah, so lunch time is excluded there from the actual number of hours that you work. And then at the end of the day, you switch off your timer, and then that's how you get your number of hours, and that's how you get your pay, depending on the number of hours that you worked. With my agent, it works like you get your salary on the 15th of the next month. So it's not like you get paid every shoot, but maybe if you're a freelancer, I don't know how it works, but for me it works, it's fine that way, that I get paid on the 15th of every month when the money is accumulated. But yeah, guys, so anyone, like I said, can be a model in China. It's I think it's a matter of finding an agent. Also, I would advise you to post pictures a lot. either on Instagram. Very important to always include location. I always include location in most of my pictures on Instagram. If you're not yet following me on Instagram, please do follow. I will link my my Instagram so you can see like the kind of pictures that I have. And my Instagram handle is bonnie.with.a.y. So Bonnie with the Y. Please do follow me on Instagram. But yeah, generally guys, I think it's been an amazing journey for me. I really enjoy modeling, but let me tell you, it's hard, especially if you're gonna work like a 10-hour or 12-hour like shift. It's really hard because so many instances, because most of the time I finish work on a Friday. Immediately after work, I go to the airport, go to Guangzhou. It's like a 3-hour flight. I usually arrive in Guangzhou like after midnight, and then I must go to the hotel. And usually like my shoot starts in the morning, like 7 a.m. And then sometimes I shoot for 2 days, sometimes just 1 day, the Saturday, but I always like leave the Sunday evening, you know? So yeah, it's really tough, especially like I said, if you're working like a 10 12 hours, like you're shooting back to back, and maybe you get like 1 hour lunch break. I usually take naps because I'm just like so exhausted after that. So I usually take naps. Maybe I would eat for like a couple of minutes and then take the nap for the rest of the time. Or you can only get like 30 minutes lunch break, because it's just so many clothes, guys. Like you shoot anything between, I've never shot anything less than 40 clothes in a shoot. So the minimum I've done, I think, was 40 and to 100. So it's a lot. Like you take off, next, like guys, it's a lot, but it's definitely fun. And if you are passionate about becoming a model, like right now is the time. Like 2022 is the best time to join in the modeling world here in China, because everything is booming. Like there's so much opportunity. So that's what I think. I hope I have answered many of your questions and most of your questions. I didn't want to make this video extremely long, but I just wanted to get straight to the point on the things that you need. And yeah, so find you an agent and post pictures more on your Instagram, put location. If you don't have a WeChat channel, I recommend you start one now, because not only did I get my agent through, my current agent through the WeChat channel, but I'm getting a lot of like people, like, you know, other companies that sell clothes that are asking me like, hey, are you a model? We are interested in working with you. But once you sign with the agent, all your bookings need to go through your agent. So I always send them my agent's contact, and they would contact them and negotiate prices and all of that. And then if I'm booked, my agent will just tell me like, you are booked on this day. Also, if you are modeling, you can be a full-time model. I've met like girls who are full-time models, literally, that live in Guangzhou. They left their jobs, their cities, they moved to Guangzhou. They are full-time models. Like they do that for a living. You can choose to do that, or you can be a part-time model. Like I'm a part-time model, and they work according to my schedule. So my schedule is usually I'm available on weekends, so Saturday, Sunday. So those are the days that I'm available. Or like if it's holidays, then I could add those days. But literally, they work according to my schedule. If they want to book me, they know they can only book me for a Saturday or a Sunday, because those are the only days that I'm available. But of course, if you are a full-time model, then you can be booked and busy all day, every day, literally, because like I said, there's just so much, you know, like the opportunity is there. So yes, you can be a full-time model, or you can be a part-time model. Don't worry that I'm a student, I do this and this and that. Like if they really like you and they want to book you, they will wait like till you are available, like work according to your schedule. So don't worry about that, because I was worried that I'm only available on weekends, but my weekends are booked and busy. I think mostly that's the reason why I'm always away on the weekend, because those are the only 2 days that I could shoot. So if a client is interested in working with me, they have to book me on those 2 days. But like I said, if you're a full-time model, then even better for you. You can be booked and busy all day, every day. What else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, so guys, to get back to the story with Felicity, why I would tell you not to sign with Felicity is that the other day they saw that, I think they saw my pictures on one of their clients' moments, and they went batshit crazy. They sent me a message that you signed a contract with us, so you can't be modeling for another agency, blah, blah, blah. Guys, they shook me. They told me that they're gonna sue me, and immediately they put me in a group with some lawyers. Like, it was a big thing. And also, why, maybe if you guys have seen my pictures somewhere, I have a different name because like I said, I was signed with 2 different modeling agencies. So the first one, of course, I used my real name, Bonnie, and then for the second one, the one that I'm currently with right now, they told me to choose another name because there's a conflict of interest, and they're not willing to let me go because they really want to work with me. So I should choose another name. So I chose my little sister's name, which is Bernice. So if you're saying my name and they're saying Bernice, don't be confused. That was the reason why they are calling me Bernice, because I had to choose another name because I was with 2 agents, which you can't do. So you can only be signed with 1 agent, or you can be a freelancer and do whatever you want to do. So yes, so that's why I'm called Bernice in the second one, because I had to change names. And yeah, like I told you guys, they were threatening to sue me and do all these things. But in reality, they really can't, because they're not my real employers. Like right now, my school is my real employer. They're the ones sponsoring my visa. So they can't really do shit about it. So it was just all talk. So I got myself a lawyer too, and I was like, you know what? Don't talk to me. Talk to my lawyer. And I also sent them a lawyer, and then it eventually died down. They still haven't done anything. And I told them immediately, like, you know what, you guys, I've been signed with you, you never found me any jobs, and this and this and that. I stated the facts, and I told them to cancel that contract. So even after I canceled my contract, I went back to my current agent. I'm like, okay, so now I'm just with you guys, can we change my name back to Bonnie? And then they were like, no, we actually do like Bernice. We think it's a good name, so we're just gonna stick with it. So yeah, guys, in the modeling world, I'm kind of Bernice, but in the paper, because when they ask me when I get there, like, what's your name? I always tell them Bonnie, because I forget that I'm Bernice. And right now, there's no more conflict of interest, so I could be that. So don't get confused. That's what had happened. And yeah, that was the little drama that I had. And even with the modeling, like me always traveling to Guangzhou, there's been a whole lot of drama. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know how many times I've missed flights, how many times I've had to take COVID tests. Like, I've been through the most, but still I would not trade it for anything. Like, I have a love and hate relationship, best believe, with modeling. Like, sometimes after like 5 hours, and then I start to feel it. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I'm kind of over this. But then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, whew, thank God. But every time I think I've had a shoot, I've kind of hated it a little bit, because guys, like I said, it gets too much. Like, it's very overwhelming taking that many pictures. People would think, oh, you just need to pose. It's not just posing, it's a whole lot of work. But like I said, it's fun, and I really do enjoy it. So I hope that I have answered many of your questions, and I hope that you guys are successful models, because I want everyone to win. Like, Black Girl Magic, let's go. So yeah, I just want everyone to win. And if you do have any other questions, and maybe if I missed something, please do comment down below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.